Hello everyone, let's try and sculpt a dragon head. I'm starting from a sphere, and I'm gonna try something new today. I want to sculpt it with his mouth closed at first, and then later on we'll open it up. I want a kind of not a super original one necessarily, just a nice classic, somewhat sleek dragon head. Or maybe not, we'll see how it goes. Just wanna the move brush, get some rough shapes going in. I just want to get the line of the mouth in first. That's a craggy one, why not? And no, dynamite, yeah, that'll do. Okay. Clay build up with the alpha turned off. And whatever focus floats your boat. And I'll do proper teeth later. For now, I just want to get a vibe going. Polish it a bit. Yeah. With his mouth upturned, like so. Yeah, why not? A little bit high for me, that. That's better. Low res at first. Alright, screw that teeth thing I did just there. That's just gonna slow me down. I'll imagine teeth here. Imagine teeth. Alrighty. Normally I would look at reference, but right now I'm not. Because I'm bad today. I like eyes that are kind of in the middle of the head. Gnarly placement. Okay. Good. This area going. For a lot of people, concepting in 3D is a big no-no, but for me, well, I love it. It's fun. I'll do what I like. Pinch this a bit. Bit of orb cracks. Let's go extreme, not extreme, but a bit more. No, what am I doing? Control H to hide the masks. I don't want to see masks. Let's give it a little semblance of a neck. Clear the mask, dynamesh together, let's polish it, why not? Oh, polish too much. There we go, polish it manually. Small little eye there. So far I hate him, but my job is now to get to a stage where I don't hate him. So let's try and not hate this design. It's our prime directive at the moment. Once we get to not loathing and despising our own design, we can move on to trying to like the design. There's a limbo period between self-hatred and loathing. It's called the valley of the shit. And when you start liking what you're doing. Oh shit, that was an earlier crocodile thing I did. Okay. My self-loathing is slowly decreasing, but it's still strong. Strong amount of self-loathing. But I would say if it was 100% self-loathing a minute ago, it's now at 90%. So that's good. Excuse me, I'm drinking soup. Okay, something is happening there, I think. Man, I hate this. Okay. Okay. Now it's just mild loathing. It's better than hatred, I guess. Okay. I think something is emerging here. Yes. So I'm gonna have to open his mouth at some point. Usually I sculpt with the mouth open from the start. But this time I'm not going to. I'll open it as soon as I'm happy with the overall jaw. Let's give him more prominent cheekbones. So I'm not going to think of skulls, the shape of a skull, to make it more menacing, and then we'll add a bit of flesh around it. Okay, that doesn't work. And I like that slight bump there. Let's do that for now. I think I want the top of his head is more of a straight, aggressive line. Maybe I should do a long. Nah, yeah, a bit longer. That works better for me. I want quite a chunky lower jaw. Once the teeth come in, that's when they start looking more dangerous, of course. That eye is really pissing me off. There we go. So get rid of it. Just lift these up. Oops. That'll do. Alright, I think it's time. Mouth is opened. I may want to give him more of a substantial lower jaw. Let's see. Well, let's turn off perspective. Let's show it mask lasso. And let's polygroup this. Lower jaw. Whoops. Doesn't have to be super neat, but I'm saving myself a little bit of time by just being a bit more careful with the masking. Yep. That'll do. So Control W to make that its own polygroup. W, tap, Alt, hold that down. That's gonna happen if we do this. I'm gonna make these guys one polygroup. Control W, and now I'm gonna unweld groups unweld groups border. This may not be the best way to do this, but Control H to hide the mask. Okay. Yeah, his profile is alright. I think that could work. Let's close them holes. And this and that. One polygroup. Oh. Shit, not that. Let's undo that. So closing holes has made this single polygroup here. It kind of blows, but actually no. I'm being stupid. Just make it all one polygroup. Dynamesh it. Yeah. Easy peasy. Oh, so overcomplicating things as one sometimes does in 3D without realizing it. Okay, still nothing too special about this idiot's face, so but we know the jaws fit well, so that's cool. I'll polish this a bit. Dynamesh. Okay. Here we'd probably have those, I forgot what it's called, as part of a reptile, crocodile, dinosaur's mouth. Feel free to inform me in the comments. I think it's something with an L. This bit. The corners of a reptile's mouth. Probably wise to make that its own subtool, but which I often do, but you don't have to. And I may actually do that. I may not. Let's see. Nah. Turn that off. Let's clean this up. Mess we made. So I like the front, don't like the side at all. Okay, I'm gonna, this eye doesn't work for me. I'm gonna just add a line here. All the way down. Okay. feel like this, because all the other ones I have in this back so far going the other way. It's the other one coming lurching down with his head. Whoops. I prefer this size head, okay. Alright, that's a shape I don't despise. Now, where should we put its eye? There, there. I like there. Don't like there. Let's do it right there. See what happens. Kind of like a python or something. Some kind of snake. Whatever. Great, we made a snake by accident. Okay, we'll work on that. A boa constrictor almost. A weird one. That is not what I wanted to do. But here we are now. I'm gonna have to deal with it. Let's bring it a little bit higher. 93k, is that? Yeah, it seems alright. Work with that. It's a chunky boy. Alright, let's bring that in. I think this guy will work out. Despair was setting in, but now it's dissipating, and hope is taking its place. Not a big fan of hope, but here I am. You can't control it. It's just wishing. Anyway. Oops, what am I doing? Let's make a nice jaw line. So this jaw is still... Yeah, that's better. Alright, we're back. I did a bit of additional sculpting in the meantime with damn standard. Just thought I'd get a shape I like before I waste everyone's time. So yeah, clay brush, damn standard, and I dig what's going on here. So I'm going to close his mouth again. Let's just make a polygroup here. Just make it nice and neat as we can. Oops. Whoops, what am I doing? Control W. And Control tap. Soften that mask a bit. Yeah. Now this I like a lot. I like where this is going. You look like a mean motherfucker. I almost said a very dirty word. Yeah, cool. So that works for me. Okay. Alright, so now we know the mouth. Well, at least for my taste, it's working. I dig it. Self-loathing is left the building. So I've still a bit more detail here. Still designing, playing around with the eye. Subdivide once more. Maybe a bit early to subdivide. So I think it's time to add some teeth. Although I do want to be able to create a blend shape. Well, I don't really need to have a blend shape. Let's go down to this. Delete higher and lower. So I made a single tooth. Where is it? Over here. I'm gonna Control-Shift-D to copy it, send it to the very bottom, and bring it closer to this guy. Let's put this in a folder just to Dragon Man. It's not the man at all, but there we go. Chuck the eyes in there, the tooth. Okay. There's a little tooth. There's a quick little sculpt. So I've been using this one a bit, so I would like to have more chunky type teeth. Let me inflate this. Like so. Let me undo that and put it in the middle again, because it's easier to work with. Hang on, if this is... yeah, that's fine. Well, that will never be seen, so I'm not going to spend too much time with that. I'm not going to spend too much time with the teeth now, actually. Just... I want kind of smooth teeth for this guy anyway, so... maybe this style. Let's try it out. So, I'm gonna close the mouth. I lost my polygroup. What am I doing? Cool, let's do this. Soften the mask. That'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. Alright, cool. Control H to hide that mask. Okay, here. Got this guy. So I really like very irregular misaligned teeth. It's my favorite. So I'm gonna go with that vibe. I'm only going to do it on one side for now, I'll mirror it later. So now I'm going to hold down Control and drag. Nope, Control and drag. Just delete the lower subdivision level. Control and drag. There we go. Make a copy of it. Have it point in. Let's do it there, and then another one there. Yeah, let's make it ultra gnarl. A bit bigger. Auto group. Okay. And I want their spacing to be irregular as well, it's very important. Let's see. Yeah, but smaller here, I think. Change the angle, everything. But maybe not yet. Actually, I want them to be like this, yes. Yeah, that works for me. Let's get an anchor tooth first over here. Nice and big. Maybe a bit too big. And I don't want it to... I almost pointed my finger to the screen as if you can see my fingers. I don't want it to be the same angle as this guy. Like so. Just because my gut says don't angle the same as that guy. That's why. Okay. Yeah, you can come out because I will enhance his gums in a bit. Bulge them out. Cool. Closer together. Let's make this one a bit wider. And then a little one over here. Auto group again, so I can easily choose that one. Come on. Whoops, wrong. There we go. Yes, more angles. Now we're gonna murmur and weld. Yes, I like him a lot. Okay, I'm gonna Control Shift D to copy these guys. Drag them down. Turn off symmetry, and then hold it on Shift to turn it to rotate it 180 degrees. Let's see if we can easily reuse some of these. It may actually be easier to just replace them manually instead of doing this, but let's try this. Okay, no, this is fine. So let's have them interlock nicely. Okay. Can you use move topological? Nah, it's a bit too messy. I'll use that in a bit to round them off. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I deleted him. I like that. And this little guy nicely probably slot into here. Okay. I'll leave that there for now. Maybe make it a bit bigger. Maybe not. Well, yeah, why not? Okay, there we go. What have we got here? Okay, these guys. Must be a lot smaller. Oh, I don't have symmetry on. Now I do. Okay. Yeah, teeth can be a bit tedious sometimes. That's why I made the jaws, the 2 jaws packs I have. And I sometimes use them quite a lot to speed things up, but other times I just want to make a whole brand new set of jaws from scratch like this. It could be cool. Stays the same size. Let's do all these at once. Nah, man. Okay. Alright. Control H. I really don't like seeing the mask. Sometimes. That could work for me. Yeah. Let's make this one a bit no, no. So. Yeah, I like that jaggedness. Irregular angles. And okay, we've got a cool beak going. Now let us embed them more. Mask. Now, clay build-up's got a strange thing. Like, if I try, even though this is its own subtool, if I try and sculpt, you see it kind of goes around it. Eventually, it pops through. Now, if I go alone, solo, it works fine. It's just one of those things one has to learn to live with. I'm gonna use the move instead, actually. I don't want to use move. I want to use clay brush. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. That's fine. It's really a first world problem. What have I done? Okay, yeah. No, what am I doing? Oh, so this one we can get rid of. Yes, that should not be there. I'm going mad. Some interest going there. This guy is not your friend. Not my friend either. Well, maybe he is. Okay, bulge here. Turn perspective back on. Yeah, so some time ago there was extreme self-loathing because of this design, and now I'm like very pleased with it. Very, very pleased. I think it's my favorite so far of this pack. And I shouldn't have made these guys asymmetrical so early on, because it's best to do asymmetry, you know, later on down the line, so you don't have to do as much work and still. But it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it right now. It's all fine. We're all going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, no, it doesn't matter. I never said that. Okay. It's fine for now. So I'd like more prominent cheekbones, even more. Let's do a strong orb cracks. Ooh, day. Let's deal with that. Let's cut in here maybe. Yeah, it's cut in a bit. I'm not sure. We'll soon find out. I want to do that. I think I do. I do want to do that. Go up there and then. So I like the sharpness and this aggressiveness of this, but I don't want to. I want to give it a bit of a. I wouldn't say a bevel, but a bit more volume. It's easy enough to add the sharpness back in just inverse, like so. You know, you can go wild, but let's leave it like that for now. Just establishing separations and so on. There's a brush I wanted to load in between the pause I made earlier when I started re-recording. I forgot what it was. It'll come to me. This guy is definitely my friend. So let's combine teeth. So I'm gonna make them one polygroup. Make these our own polygroup. And combine them with this guy. Merge down. Yes, it's fine. Merge down. So now we want to make this. No. This and this one polygroup, so that we can easily open and close the mouth. Soften that mask. Probably over here. Yeah, that's better. See, look how perfectly his mouth now interlocks. I got the teeth clip a little bit over there, but I just do not give a flying at the moment. So, yeah, I don't care. Cool. So we have a mouth that opens, and it looks mean as hell, and that makes me happy. Let us embed these guys. So. Actually, let me open the mouth again, because I want to mask off these guys. I know what to do without, but I still want to have mouth open capabilities, so I think best to do that. And leave it like that for now. We can always close it again later. Okay, so now this polygroup, I'm going to auto groups. Yeah. Hide that and make this its own polygroup again. Just so now we can switch between the top part of the head, the bottom jaw, or just those upper teeth or just the lower teeth. And we can easily combine them again to open and close the mouth. But we don't need to do that for now. So we're polygroup jumping. So now I want to mask them off so I don't bury them with bulging. Bulge burying. Okay. Yeah, look, so it doesn't want to. But if I do it solo, it's an annoying thing that, but the fastest way is to just do it like this, I suppose. Quickly do that. So there. Let's try and remember. So there. Whoops, I missed the last two. That's quite sad. Okay. There. There. Whoops. And that's it. Far and out. Control H. Yeah, the mask is still there. Now I'm going to come in with a standard brush and the usual teeth bulging fair. I mean, I could split the teeth off now and recombine. I'm not gonna bother. It's fine. I'll live with this annoying brush behavior. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I'm not gonna detail the whole thing. Oh, maybe I am. Yeah, I love this guy. Okay, I'm clearing the mask. Let's get some angles going here. Polish that. Don't auto-save. But this probably is a good time to save, because I haven't done that in a while. And if I lose this work, I will throw every single toy I have out of the pram. And I don't want to do that, especially not in front of everyone. I'm a grown man, or so they say. Alright. We're getting cool. That's too much. What am I doing? I shouldn't be focusing on that now. We still have secondary forms to refine, and there I am going to tertiary lines. Well, sort of semi-tertiary, quasi-tertiary, pseudo-tertiary. Not sure if I kind of like that, but no, I want to have them kind of evolve. Let's get a bit more angularity going and see how that looks. It's by H Polish. There's a subtle angles going, planes. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think I would prefer him plump, or I'm not sure. I really don't know. What does my topology look like? A bit stretched. It's fine. So what are we on? 1.6 million. How? Oh, because of these bastards. Okay. What is going on here? So I'll deal with this. I'll deal with this. So. More resolution there. Something with Zbrush is 10,000 ways to skin a cat. I'm just gonna do it like this now. Give myself, decimate myself some finer geo. Alright, so again, focal point is the eye. For a creature like this, eyes and the teeth. That is the most important aspect of it. Because that's what all our little eyes are going to look at the most. Well, mine are. I can't speak for you. I don't want to make a stylized creature, but yeah, we'll deal with that in a bit. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm going to soften things up a bit. I don't want that level of angularity. That's better. Should he have a nostril? Maybe. Let's see. Let's play around with that. Just a tiny one. He's probably going to have sinus problems. Well, not necessarily. No, I do not like that at all. Okay, be gone. Well, maybe subtly. Yeah, they can stay there subtly. I mean, it's easy enough to flatten them eventually if I go, like, I can't stand them. So, let's zoom out. I should have done this ages ago to look at the silhouettes. Silhouette's cool. Carry on. Alright, let's give this a bit more volume on the head, maybe. Actually, over here. I think for this one, I'm actually going to add horns from the horns back. I am going to do that. So let me load that up. So let's try that again. Alright. Here we go. So Control H to hide the mask, because we all know how we feel about that. the more straight. Not quite what I was thinking. That's more what I have in mind. Straight, triangular. Alright, so now I'm going to get rid of that bit. Yeah. While I'm using my mouse, I should use my pen to make the experience way more pleasant. Way more pleasant. Split them, clear the mask, and now tell me what easier to work with. Let's work from... Actually, no. Steph at work showed me... Oh no, it's not the same brush, damn it. I don't think it's in this version of Zbrush. Damn it, it's not. It's okay. So I'm just gonna kill that. Close holes, water group, mirror and well. Pinch it. I don't want that little bend at the end. That'll do for me. Maybe more in line, yeah. And then possibly more like so. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to use these horns for that. For this guy, I mean, I love them, but let's see how it goes. There, there. Let's try that out for a bit. And insert a cylinder. And I'll go that way. I mean, this is not the best way to block out a creature. Usually you block out all the main primary shapes first, but I am playing around. I'm doing whatever the hell I want tonight. Yeah, it could work. Where was it? Okay, so angled more like that. Yeah. Mirror, mirror, and world, symmetry. Let's Z-remesh it. There's apology. Polish it a bit. Yeah, I dig that. Let's try that out. I'll probably replace this guy as well. I just want to get an idea. I'll probably replace this guy, I mean. Make these more irregular. We'll see later if I actually want to use this. Anyway, I shouldn't be detailing that now. Bench that. Yeah, let's have a little curve in there. Why not? A little bit of feistiness. Feisty horns. I don't like that at all. Well, that's pretty cool actually. So it was either that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. But what do we lose if it's something here? Not much. I don't give a shit what's going on there. So yeah, let's put that there. I always check always go back and see, is the change, does it look better than it did just a while ago? And if it doesn't, and you see it's not really, if you lose something that you thought looked cool, don't do it. But there's nothing in that, behind that, this new element that, for me, is something I just want to hang on to. It's not a darling. So I'm just testing what's going to happen here, spinching it. I do like that, but I'm gonna rein it in a bit. It's one of the cool problems I have in 3D. There's so many options sometimes when you've got a nice design. I mean, there's a million things you could do with this and it will look cool. But let's just all calm down. Okay, Dynamesh this. A bit more. This is all cracks up a bit. Oh, yeah. Stronger. It's not necessarily the most efficient way to do this, but yeah, let's sculpt it. One could have made like one plate, array mesh, repeat it in a row, taper that as a result, and then move this into this position, but I don't want to do that now. I'm just going to sculpt them manually. Whoops. We should probably go all the way. Alright then. Now I do regret not manually array meshing this guy. It's alright, we'll live. I really should have used one of the pre-made horns, but that's no fun for you guys, I suppose. Let's make it all from scratch. I do recommend buying one of my horns packs because it'll save you a lot of time. I wish I used array mesh or just an older horn that I've already sculpted. But hey, that'll do for now. It's very rough. Let's pinch that a bit. Let's pinch that. Oopsie, I don't want to make that bulbous because that is anti-aggression. Get out of the way. So let's just stay exactly as we are for now. Yeah, the mouth will have to stay open for now because it'll be very pain in the ass to polygroup it the way we want later on. Actually, no, it won't. Yeah, it could be if we close it now. We can just stay open. I prefer creatures in a relaxed pose with the mouth non-screaming, non-open, relaxed. Oh, what is next? Let's refine the secondary form and so on a bit. I'm not sculpting a tongue. Why am I doing this? Well, I could. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna sculpt. Stuff. No, what to say? Let's do the old. I don't even know if I want horns at all. I don't really like them plain. I'm gonna try and make them optional. Because none of the other dragons in this pack have horns on purpose. Because I figured it would be cool. I know they're very heavily detailed, but it'd be cool if people can easily choose to add horns if they want to or not. And it's basically just straightforward heads. Yeah, that's still to be decided. This line bothers me. Let's merge that. That's better. let's I'm gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna load tails pack. My brushes. Well, let's see. Tentacles, tails. What have we got? Yeah. I'm not going to give it a tail, but I'm going to use these tails as... Ooh, maybe probably this one or that one. One of those two. What I've kind of been thinking of for the ridges on its head. We can use any of these or a combination. Let's use this one. Why not? So, definitely going to save. I always save before I use a curve brush. Because curve brushes can get temperamental. Let's draw it out on the eye, yeah. Or on this. I don't want. Actually, I want the. Where is it again? Modifiers. Curve modifiers. Size, yes, but invert. Maybe like so. Yeah, I think something tells me this is going to work well. But I do want to separate it from these guys, so let's just do that. Split hidden. There we go. Mirror and weld it. Oh. Let's do it the other way around. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is definitely gonna work. I'm very pleased. So, I'm gonna plug another of my products. This wasn't planned, by the way, it just happened. Tails, doesn't have to be used for tails. You can very quickly use it for scales. Tails used for scales. Okay, let's get these in here. Oh, that's cool. I love happy accidents like these, like this little spike there. I mean, it'll probably... It looks cool now. I'll probably realize in a bit that, it's not cool. Yeah, this really, really works for me. It works. I give it, in terms of satisfaction for myself right now, a 9.375 out of 10. Okay. And it's always want to make things irregular with organic stuff, otherwise it looks unnatural. Unless you want to go for some weird unnatural look, totally far out. I do not want to go for a weird unnatural look. So I want them to be lower, and then the move brush, move this up. Yes. What happens if I use the standard brush to do that? That's what I love about the standard brush. It doesn't erase details under, like clay brush does the following. It overrides details underneath it. Alright? It's a standard thing. Clay brush lifts it up. It's like sliding volume underneath the surface detail. Like so, see? It does not get rid of detail, so it's super useful depending on context. But I think the move brush may just be enough here. Well, let's see. Let's do standard. Yes. I'm most pleased. Inflate these a bit. That's really thin. No, do not inflate them. What am I doing, man? Well, I could. Let's use... let's make it irregular first. Bigger. Now this is a mean dragon, and I'm very pleased with him. So let's get this smaller. See, that looked cool a second ago, and now it's just too much. It's too big. Okay, but yeah, Very happy about how this turned out. Man, I haven't used this Tails pack in quite a while. So everyone go buy this Tails pack right now. Look how cool it works. Like the whole world. Everyone, just go and buy it. By the way, whenever anyone asks me for a discount code for products, guess what? I give it to them. I always... People just have to ask and you will receive. If things are too expensive or so... Fuck, the whole world can ask me now. Maybe. But I'm always very happy to give people discount coupons and so on. Because it's much easier to do with digital products, right? Because it's not like I have overheads or anything. Yeah. So let's get a nice angle going here. We don't want it to be too bulgy. We want generally a straight line there, although that is cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'm wrong. That should be like that. Yeah, this is great. Okay, let's cheat a bit. Accentuate details. I'm now gonna go cook, so I'm gonna take a pause. Later. Alright, I'm gonna stop there for the day. Tomorrow I'll finish this one off and upload that video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and wasn't too dull. I do love this design. Saw some minor silhouette things to fix. All around it there. Yeah, it's a bit better. Bit of these harsh lines. Yeah, we'll make it more organic and stylized. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Laters.